Hello everyone, my name is Guru Karan. I am studying in Bangalore Institution of Technology. Today my topic is SR flip-flop. First we're going to discussing about what is flip-flop, types of flip-flop. Then we're going to SR flip-flop. Here are the definitions of flip-flop. A flip-flop is a basic digital memory circuit used to store a one bit of data. And the main importance in the electronics, it is flip-flops are essentially used in the sequential logic circuits and the registers, counters, and in many memory units. Let us we are move to the types of flip-flop. The first one flip-flop is SR flip-flop. It is also known as set and reset flip-flop. Second one is JK flip-flop. It is also known as Jack Kilby flip-flop. Third one is D flip-flop. It is also known as data flip-flop. Fourth one is T flip-flop. It is also known as toggle flip-flop. Then we are discussing about SR flip-flop. SR flip-flop. It is nothing but set and reset flip-flop. It is defined as it is a type of sequential digital circuit which contains two inputs labeled as set S and reset R. It is also contains two output Q and Q bar, where Q bar be the complement of the Q. SR flip-flops are used to store a one bit of binary data, and changes of its outputs mainly depends on the inputs. And the sequential digital circuit is nothing but which contain a memory unit. Then we can go to states representation, where S is equal to 1 means that will output will be 1, or else if R is equal to 1 the output will be 0. If in case S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, there is no change, means we can take from the previous state. Is if S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1, it is invalid condition, means it is undefined state. Truth table of SR flip-flop. If S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, the output Q there is no change. Means Q bar is the complement, it is also no change. If S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, the output will be 0. Means as I mentioned, output is 0, it is state as reset state, and complement Q bar is 1. If S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0, the output will be 1. It's to show the state of set state, and the complement Q is 0. If S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1, the Q is invalid condition. It defines a undefined states. And this is the one of the drawback of SR flip-flop. The SR flip-flop is built using two logical gates. First one is NAND gate, another one is NOR gate. We can use NAND gate to implement a SR flip-flop. Then that flip-flop are called as a S bar and R bar flip-flop. If in case we can use an OR gate to implement a SR flip-flop, then that flip-flop are called as a S and R flip-flop. Working of SR flip-flop. Initially, when S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 0, the output Q will be retain its previous state. Means when clock is 0, the output is 0. If in case clock is 1, the output Q is 1. And second condition is set condition. If S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, the output will be taken as 1. It is called as a set state, and the Q bar will be the complement of the Q. The third condition is S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. The output Q will be 0. It is called as reset state. The Q bar is 1. In the last condition, it is S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1. It is invalid condition. That's why we can avoid this condition. There are two types of edge triggering. First one is positive edge triggering. During positive edge triggering, we can take positive edge of an clock cycle. Let us try to solve this one. If h is equal to 0 and r is equal to 0, it will be no change, means it's a previous state, means 0. If h is equal to 0, r is equal to 1. If h is equal to 0, r is equal to 1, the output will be 0, means reset the state. It will be 0. If s is equal to 1, R is equal to 0, H is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, the output will be 1. Output will be 1. And if H is equal to 0, R is equal to 1, it will be reset. 0 means it's reset the clock cycle to 0. And if S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0, should be set means 1. S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, is take a previous state 1. That's it. Another type of edge triggering is negative edge triggering. In a negative edge triggering, we can take a negative edge of a clock cycle. Negative edge of a clock cycle. Then, if S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. When both the set and resets are 0, the output Q will be no change. Means we can take a previous state. If S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0. The set is 1, reset is 0, the output Q will be 1. The output Q will be 1. When S is 0 and R is 0, both the set and resets are 0, there is no change, then we can take a previous state 1. Then if S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. The output will be 0. It is a reset state. Means if 1 will become 0. In both the positive edge triggering and negative edge triggering, we cannot use a set is equal to 1, reset is equal to 1 because it is invalid condition. That's why we can ignore this one. Applications of SR flip-flop. There are many applications in the SR flip-flops, mainly memory storage, data latches, counters, and control circuit. In memory storage, we can use to store a single bit of data and informations, and data latches which can contain the registers and memory units. In register which contains the block of code which can be executed, and memory units which contain also block of information to execute. In counters which contains the address of the next instructions to execute a program. And control circuit is used to system for controlling the sequences, times, and synchronizing units. Advantages of SR flip-flop. First one is simple design, means it's easy to implement using a basic gate and it will be low cost. It is the simple circuits, that's why we can be easily implemented this one. And second one is basic memory element. Basic memory element means it can be store a single bit of information using a basic data storage. That's why it can be used in a memory elements. And using in a sequential logic means which can be used to implement a more complex circuits like registers, counters, and many others memory units. The last one is disadvantages of SR flip-flop. In SR flip-flop, the both the set and reset is 1. It's it will be invalid state, means it is undefined state. It is the one of the main disadvantage of an SR flip-flop. That's why generally we can use D flip-flop rather than SR flip-flops. Here are the some of the conclusions about SR flip-flop. First one is a fundamental element, means SR flip-flops can be used some of the fundamental parts to design a SR flip-flop using logic gates and is used to store a bit of informations. And second one is versatile, means SR flip-flops are versatile which can have a wide range of applications. The third one is simple and easy to understand, means SR flip-flop is a very simple circuit and it is very easy to understand this circuit. And fourth one is fast, means SR flip-flop is relatively fast and making them using a highly speed digital circuits. And fifth one is for low for power consumption, means SR flip-flops are consume very little power because SR flip-flops used to making battery powered devices. And the sixth one is bistable operations, means SR flip-flop which can mainly do set and reset state. That's why this is called as an bistable operations. The last one is the main disadvantage, means SR flip-flops when both the input is high, the output will be invalid. This is the main disadvantage of an SR flip-flop. The disadvantage of an SR flip-flop is also known as race condition. Thank you all. I think all the concepts are understood. If you have any doubt, please comment, and thank you all.